Alright guys, so this is kind of an unusual place to start off the video, but anyways, long story short, this video we will be talking about if you guys are struggling into the new season. I'm talking about specifically to progress, like your AFK stages, trying to progress to the story, like what do you need to do, because most people, when they heard the fact that the new season does require you to complete the 3 basic requirements to get into the new season, get to, finish the main story from what we previously had, get to your AFK stages, what is it, 1125, and then getting your resident level at 240, like your character to 240, and you guys think that's it. You get to the new season, to the new season, and you're like, my gosh, like how is all the enemy a little bit tougher than what we are used to? So that was what I was facing. I got to the new season. I thought I was able to plow through it. I got some resources going into some of my characters, and then we were struggling. So I wanted to start off with over here because I feel like if you guys are set back, I definitely would recommend trying to at least form, like at least do the AFK right here, so we are getting the reward. So because most importantly, you need this seasonal manual to kind of progress your character first and foremost. That's kind of self-explanatory, because that's what we have for the older season. But I think this one is a little bit tougher because for me personally, I never really completed, as far as all my equipments, none of them were 240 hopping in. So that's going to be something we'll talk about in just a little bit. But I feel like this one, you got to really sit on the AFK for a little bit, because you got to first form the resources. That's like the very first thing you got to do. So that's why we're going to be collecting that. And then this is going to be really important, the instant attempts, because that's gonna help you get some equipments. Because even though you guys are looking at level 1 equipment, at least they have some stuff for you to push a little bit forward, so you're not wasting your time and be like, oh, I can't really do much because I'm stuck and I can't really do anything. So the part that I was really stuck on was actually right here. So this is literally from like the first section over here, like from the Ashen Waste section 1. I literally could not get past the section 2 because I guess my characters are low in ascension, or whatever skill issue you can call that. So it was until today I was actually able to break past it, because I got most of my characters at level 50 in terms of the resident level. But I think this is definitely it's pretty laughable, because in terms of the enemy is only level 20, something like that. So I have to double my amount in order to get past that, because the biggest issue is the permanent side, what we previously had. The biggest thing was this: the original equipment that I had was not maxed out as far as the equipment. So my suggestion for you guys is to form this. You want to form these over here. So you want to form the Forging Stone 5. So how you actually form that is going to be via the, I believe it's Trial of Abyss. So I think every run you guys do, you either get that or you either get that resources, or you're getting essence. So I do implore you guys to actually form a little bit of the Trial of Abyss, because you really do need this in order to get past it. Yeah, you get that. So you need this so you guys can actually finish off your permanent equipment if you guys have not already. So now I've done that, I'm able to progress a little bit forward. The other thing I do highly suggest you guys to look into is the resident synergy, because before you hit 300 for your resident synergy, every time you level them up, you're actually getting a stat increase for your characters. So if you guys are feeling you do not have what it takes to beat it, well, first and foremost, for myself, I noticed my synergy level was a little bit lacking, so I do have to increase this, and I had to work on this. So those are, I guess, my two things that I did not really work on. So if you guys have been staying on top of that, I think you guys should be fine. The other thing I feel like you kind of have to do is play around with the season equipment as well. This is definitely going to help by a long shot, because I think I was going into it, some of them I don't even have any equipment on the specific slot. So I think that was hindrance at the beginning, so that's why it was a little bit hard. So if we do take a look at maybe just the AFK stages, for example, level 39, I think normally back then we should be able to plow through this with ease, because like we are like 20 plus level ahead of the enemy. So naturally speaking, we would think, oh, we should be fine and we should be able to get through it. But no, not this over here. I think I'm gonna actually change this up just a little bit. I do want to get the full faction bonus. That's actually gonna be helpful because we do need some raw stats. So that's what we are gonna be doing. And then we are actually just gonna put, I think I'll put Cecilia up front like this, and then we will put our tank, where's she at? Entendre up top like this, so she's getting, all right, we got it backed out. Yeah, yeah, you guys can see that is not even, all right, I'm not gonna use the newest artifacts. Let's use the one that I'm most, you know, comfortable using, the confining spell. Even with this, I feel like this setup is kind of hard. All right, oh, we're actually using Asa, my bad. But you guys can see we're not necessarily taking down as fast as I want to. All right, and that's because our permanent side is not even anything well. It's not really complete in a sense. So that's why those two things are going to be really important. And then, you know, if you guys cannot progress any further, for example, don't sweat it. Just trying to slowly play around with your AK stages, and then, you know, just trying to buy those equipment or force those new equipment so you guys are on top of your games, and that's kind of it. So that's what I've been doing on this account specifically. The one that I have for in the PTR server, that account has been cooking for like a good 4 or 5 months. So I do have my synergy level pretty high. I think it's way over 300, but anything past 300 you don't get any more stats, so that account is good. So I think the long story short is definitely do go back to your basics, because whatever we have on the permanent side is definitely going to be important for us to carry forward and then into beating, you know, the AFK stage over here, and then progress on whatever content you need. So I think that's gonna be it. It's definitely not anything too complicated or like what to do. Just a quick simple explanation on, you know, definitely do those stuff, because surely those are gonna help you hopefully get past it. Or if you already have, you know, higher ascension character, that should be able to carry you by a long shot anyways. But other than that, that is going to be pretty much it, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one.